Well, good morning, everybody. It's, I don't know, I guess it's about 10 o'clock, something like that. And thought I'd show you some of the damage from the storm Sunday night here. We are up here without water, without power. The power lines down the road are completely out. They may have put them back in today, but I just thought I'd show you guys some of what happened here. This is a couple of the eucalyptus trees that have fallen over. It's quite it's kind of sad to see these guys go down. They're beautiful trees, but anyway, there's down the gulch. That thing was flooded out. You can see the banks are pretty clean other than the two trees that fell down. You can see, I think you can see over there where the dirt's up, that just washed all that soil. Anywhere where there's no vegetation was underwater. So that's pretty impressive. And we're still getting some rain. It's real light misty rain, and we're in the fog right now. So anyway, I'm going to head down the hill here. There's more of the cables. This is what took all our power out. And really appreciate what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough out here.
Yeah.
Trees. Oh, down.
So it's pretty impressive to see what kind of damage this storm did.
I mean, it could be worse, I believe.
Yeah, well, like Ray said, he's lived on this road for 23 years, and he said this is the worst storm he's ever seen. Pardon?
It's bad on that side?
No, not this time. This area from probably the ridge right up here back down to the highway looks like the worst damage in the island that I could see. Maybe farther on out towards Hawaiian homelands is bad too, but I haven't been out that far. So
yeah, this is working your way down. Going more down and more down.
yeah.
I think once this main over here, that power feeds this. So once that goes up, I think all this will be all good.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I was figuring a couple days on that, and then water. I guess.
Yeah, the water is the main one, man.
Yeah, that's
honestly.
Well, the good part is we're getting runoff off the roof, so everybody's catching water and anything they can for the toilets and stuff. But yeah, this is. I mean, I'd say it sucks, but what do you expect from a storm?
Yeah, natural causes.
Yeah, it's impressive to see what nature can do, though. So, no raincoat, huh? You're warm enough, huh?
Yeah, just roughing it all. Yeah.
All right. Well, you take care. I'll be back in a little bit. Anyway, that's pretty much the mess we got dealing here. The power lines and all the wires all over the place. And then there's the debris across the street. We'll go check that out. So yeah, we'll go up here. See this whole area, you look at how it's scoured. I mean, look, the water was right up here on this road, coming over the road. Now it scoured this area out. All this debris got caught on the tree. And this came out of this gulch over here. This is the gulch, you know, those trees I showed you that fell in the stream. That came out. Holy shit. Look at this. It carved this ditch out. This wasn't here. You could drive right into here. This little ditch is dug out just from what was washed over the bridge. Got a new swim hole. So yeah, this isn't stuff shoved off the road by the trucks. This is what's washed off the road. So what didn't get over there went down there. Here's the road. They're going to have a lot of work. Holy smokes. You know what? I never even saw this ditch here before. I mean, it was here, but I guess I never really noticed it that much. Because this comes under here, These people have got a house over here. They are lucky they didn't lose it entirely. So this is the stream. This is all the debris that came down, and what didn't get over this then went on down, or stayed here. What did get over went down there. So this stream, in fact, this was way below the road. So that ditch on that side is down under here. It's filled in with the mud and all this stuff. That filled up, blocking this and then putting everything on the road. And you can see this is more of, so that's one gulch there, and here's another right here. Oh man, my friend lives here, David Williams. He's an artist, and see, look at this. If this house didn't, man, it looks like they got flooded too. Maybe not too bad, but anyway, water's still seeping under the road. Now here, you can't even see this. This is my friend's driveway. It comes out of, he comes along the canyon here, and so this is what you got. They're just trying to clean the rubbish, and this stuff up here, I guess, is what they cleared off of this section here, because this is probably covering the road. You see the lines up above sagging. So and then the cleanup crew is trying to get this stuff out of here. So this is going to be a while, but yeah, it's really hard to believe. This was a beautiful little valley with a stream on one side, and David's driveway was right here. This pile of mess was his driveway. So I don't know if you can see back in that valley beyond these tree stumps, but this is all stuff washed down the stream. So they're cutting it up and getting rid of it. So anyway, I probably should get out of here because they don't need me in their way. But yeah, this is up here in Kula, and there's one tree down, as if it's one tree that's down. Yeah, you can see back in the gulch there. And that's the gulch that the trees that across the street from my place were. So yeah, Sunday night, man, this place was raging. So I'm going to shut you guys down for a bit, and I'll maybe walk down the road a bit, and we'll see what we can see down that way. All right, aloha. Yeah, we got the guys down here cleaning up the road, and you got power line or telephone lines here. So it's quite the mess. So this is the guys are scooting all the debris off the side here, and then here comes a big front end loader. Let him come through first. All right. Hope you guys don't mind. I'm just videoing the damage.
Right on, thank you. Be careful.
All right. Aloha. This is. How you guys doing? What a mess. This gulch here, pretty well cleaned out now. Yeah, this was all trees in here, and over here it's These guys were lucky. This gulch was deep enough that it kept the water from their house. Yeah, all this is the debris that got washed over, and then these rails held it, except for you can see that rail collapsed. So, yeah, they're going to have a lot of work on this road for quite some time. Let's see what we got here. Well, we got broken branches and just debris. They managed to get that off to the side of the road. So these are the tree crews on this section. So, yeah, the winds up here must have just been hellacious. Ray was saying that the wind was coming in all sides of the cottage up there at his place, and the rain was coming down in buckets. I don't know if I told you, but he said from Friday on they had over 5 inches of rain. My rain gauge was over 5 inches full and overflowing, so it was 5+ inches, which is probably, who knows, could be double that. But quite a mess. Okay, we're here at the Kula Botanical Gardens. You can see a lot of the debris that's piled up in here. And this area was pretty well scoured. You can see part of the rock, a lot of the rock work collapsed over here, and some of the water went through the tunnel, and quite a bit of the debris got caught up on the top because the water thinned out going through the tunnel, but or at least that's my impression. I don't know if you can see, you probably can't see the upper part of the waterfall, but it's scoured clean. And this is the area somewhere in here. They said that a couple of cars got washed off the road. Quite impressive. This bridge had a lot of debris on it too, but that was more from washing down the road. And the cleanup crews managed to get this clean. It was a mess when we came through last night. Yeah, to get an idea of the power of this water, if you look at the size of that root, and it's just snapped off. There's trees broken, so the water coming down this gulch the other night was just horrendous. I guess they had enough clearance, so most everything got under the bridge here. We do have a bit of debris on the road, but I don't think it was from this stream. These are normally dry streams. Rarely do we have so much water in them. And anyway, it's very, very, actually quite pretty to see water in the streams up here now. So I think from here on, that's pretty much the worst of the damage up in this area. I did see some houses down on Lower Kula Highway, on the old highway, that these streams feed into, and man, those are the houses that got flooded, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, we'll go take a quick look here and then turn around. You can see, oh, here's one other thing, a bunch of trees laying on the power lines up here. All this area, it looks like, I think it, I can't remember what you call them, but you can see the wind had blown them over, and the telephone lines are holding all this stuff up. These lines were tangled in the trees. Cypress? No, I don't think it's cypress. Anyway, whatever it is. I am not a botanist or an arborist. So you can see here, this whole row of trees. You usually couldn't even see through this hedge. It was always so dense, like this lower section here. But I guess the way the wind was whipping through, it really tore up these guys and knocked them over. They're not down, but they're going to have to cut them down because they can't leave them on the lines like that. I'm just amazed that these telephone poles haven't snapped. But anyway, so we're going to head back up. All right, there's their project. It's going to be a handful to deal with. So, moving that stuff out of the way. These guys are in a pretty bad situation, any way you look at it. Got down telephone lines. So we'll leave these guys to their stuff. They got their hands full. So anyway, let's move on. All right, this is the last look at the road. The crews just got POW. Doubt if you can see it down there, but they're starting to pull the wires, and we should have electricity sometime today. So this is what the road normally looks like, other than a lot of broken debris along the sides. But anyway, that's pretty much a wrap for what we got.